Hello and welcome to another exclusive review by me, Alex Belfield, here at celebrityradio.biz, where we've just hit 60 million minutes viewed on YouTube. We're the number one reviewer of theatre in the UK on Google and YouTube. And this week we're at Sheffield at the Lyceum Theatre for Cinderella. I'm going to keep this review very short and simple. This is simply the best panto script I've ever seen in my 25-year career. On top of that, it's one of the most beautiful and polished productions of panto in history. It's literally perfect. Okay, let's start at the beginning. All right, they've got an all-star cast. Led by Joanne Clifton as fairy godmother from Strictly Come Dancing. She's just effortless. Not only is she stunning, she's also a stunning dancer and a great actress too, as we've seen in musical theatre over the last few years. However, there's two big stars in this show that are truly remarkable. Damien Williams is a legend, of course, and Matt Danes pairs up with Damien to be the perfect Ugly Sisters. I have to say, Damien is the best in the business. He has such warmth. We're talking Les Dawson warmth. We're talking stunning comic timing. A physical presence rarely seen on the stage in 2019. Matt Danes is equally as brilliant, though. This man doesn't try and upstage Damien because that's not possible. He plays to his strengths. He gets huge laughs in his own right, and collectively create two of the best Ugly Sisters I've ever seen in panto ever. It's a remarkable performance, and Damien truly is a panto legend. It was an honour to see him tonight. Add in Phil Gallagher, who's the perfect Buttons, and Ben Thornton. Oliver Wotton is a dashing prince. If only he were attractive, I think he'd go far. And most importantly, of course, Cinderella is played by Evelyn Hoskins, who is just delicious. She's the perfect Cinderella. Voice of an angel, a stunner from the second she walks on the stage. The entire company work relentlessly to give a polished and high-energy performance. It's inspiring. This, I think, is led from the top. We're going to get to the creatives in a moment, but most importantly, the script in this show is incredible. It has the most original content I've ever seen. It has the most beautiful delivery of old content that we love, like He's Behind You and The Ghost Routine. The most polished, beautiful version of that I think I've ever seen, and that's down to Paul Hendy, who is the writer and director, and clearly is a man who knows his game. So many producers, in fact some of the biggest in the country, have become lazy doing copy and paste with their scripts. That is not the case at Sheffield Lyceum. I was amazed by the new content, amazed by the video content. Paul O'Grady makes an appearance, for example, and they go to great lengths to make it local and relevant for Sheffield. That's not the case in most of the big pantomimes now. They literally ship them in and ship them out and then move them on to the next town. The effort that's been put into this Sheffield production is quite breathtaking. It was an honour to see this production produced by Emily Wood, of course from Showbiz stock. Unsurprising that she has made this perfect. There's another element to this show that I just loved. As you know, I'm obsessed with sound, and the sound was incredible tonight. There were times I'd like the cast to be slightly louder, but the mixing of the band was sensational. Let's talk about the band, led by James Harrison, who is a genius. What James has brought is a three-dimensional sound to this pantomime, in a sense that you've got the visual of the band on stage, you've got the upbeat new music, which we all love to enjoy, but there's also pathos with the music, which is done via the underscoring, and also a beautiful touch of getting Buttons to sing a ballad, never done in any pantomime I've seen recently, which gives a beautiful sadness to the story, because of course, lest we forget, Buttons doesn't get the girl. And most play that for laughs. Of course, to him, it's a tragedy. Those two moments are fantastic. James Harrison, he's an incredible musician. There's a couple of levels to his talent. One, of course, he can play the piano like a concert pianist, the best in the world. He's really stunning. But most cleverly of all, he underscores this entire production with the most incredible and beautiful piano under the actors as they just carry on doing their thing. He does his thing. And it gives it an extra edge that I've never seen in panto before. This guy truly is a genius. He gets to show off at the end as well in the walk down, which is beautiful. This four-piece are also showcased in the box. What a great idea to have us see their brilliance, not just hear it. The percussion in this show is fantastic too, and as I say, congratulations to Sound, who mixed them beautifully. Choreography is fantastic. The costumes are just beautiful. The dames are silly, of course, and sensational. Get big laughs before they've even come down, and that's thanks to Sarah Langley and Helga Wood. The set is as good as any you'll see in pantomime. It's beautiful by Michelle Marden. Lighting is first class by Gary Longfield. And Neil Greenhill, as I say, has done a terrific job with sound. I have to congratulate Paul Hendy. I mean, I've never seen an Evolution production before, which is of course unforgivable, but there isn't a local one to me, so I was thrilled to travel to Sheffield to see this, and I'm so glad I did. The polish of this production is breathtaking. The magic within it is beautiful. The horse and carriage is just lovely for the kids, and a perfect way to end Act 1. We also have the silliness. The Uglies have these beautiful routines that I've never seen before that just make it relevant today. Back to the script, and there's references to all of the things we're talking about today. I'm not going to give it away, but Paul goes to great lengths to work out what's on people's minds in 2019. There's a lovely gag about Prince Andrew. There's references to gender and binary. I just love the opening. It was done with affection. Having just seen the Palladium pantomime only a few days ago, which has the biggest budget of them all, it was the worst panto I'd ever seen because it crossed a line. This pantomime never crosses a line. It's comfortable for the children, it's comfortable for the adults. We get our laughs as grown-ups, the kids get their visual sensations through the physicality of the cast, and there's not a second wasted in this panto. It truly is a masterpiece and the benchmark. Every producer in Britain should go and see Cinderella at the Sheffield Theatre and work out how it's done perfectly. With nods to the past, but keeping it relevant to today, this is the perfect pantomime, Cinderella, starring Joanne Clifton and Damien Williams, who I just adore. We fell in love with Damien in Benidorm. He had the most beautiful patter routine in that, and it's unsurprising, therefore, that he just does a magnificent job in Cinderella. Congratulations to the entire team and ensemble, and the kids too. They're beautiful and do a fantastic job. The three standout things, though, in this show are the Uglies, the script, and the music. It is world class, first class, 5-star, and an honour to spend my evening in the company of people who love pantomime, dedicated their lives to it, and have mastered it. Congratulations to all involved. You've been listening to another review by me, Alex Belfield, here at celebrityradio.biz, where last year we had over 12 million minutes viewed on YouTube. We're now the #1 reviewer of theatre in the UK and Las Vegas, and you can check out all of our interviews and reviews at www.celebrityradio.biz. Ta-da.